So just let me check if everything is okay. Yeah, everything is fine. Okay, so here we go. Now we're going to talk about OR, organization. The only thing I want to give emphasis on is logic. So logically organized, and we'll talk about what logic is and how, like for example, if you make paragraphs, so are you logically developing them? Is there a clear progression, like step by step? I will give examples for each of these things which I'm talking about. So be patient. So just read, first of all, just understand what IELTS want. IELTS want the ideas are logically organized. How many paragraphs you are making, I will answer that question also, like how many paragraphs we need, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So I'll tell talk about that in a little moment. So the main focus for today is to be logically organized. There are other things also, but most of students do that, but these things are the main problem here. So first problem is a clear opinion is not given. And then there is lack of logic in your presentation and organization. For this lesson I'm not going to talk about vocabulary at all, because vocabulary is a thing which you learn by time. It's not like in 30 minutes or in 2 days you will be excellent and expert in vocabulary. That can't be true and can happen. So here one more thing, this our grammar. Now it's not only grammar, it's grammatical range. Just give me a second. Yeah, so the main thing is here that do you have grammatical range? So here IELTS is clearly asking a variety of complex structures is used with accuracy and flexibility. Variety of complex structure, variety, this is the main word, variety. Ask yourself a question, do you have different type or different variety of complex structures? Do you use different structures, like there's a structure with if, there's a structure with whether, there's a structure with which, there's a structure, and not only structures, here you can see variety in grammar also. Grammar and punctuation are generally controlled, error-free sentences. So now range also come, or variety also comes for different tenses. How many tenses are you using for, if the essay is in present, that mostly is. So what type of tenses you are using, what type of voices you are using, like are you using both of the voices, and then are you starting your sentence with a subject always, or you are starting with an object? Are you starting it with there, are you starting it with it, are you starting it the sentence with a gerund? So gerund is also a grammatical component. So what are you doing? So you have to ask these questions to yourself. So are you presenting a clear opinion? Are you logically organizing? Do you have the variety of sentences that are needed? Ask yourself these all questions. Now going back to this clear positioning, how to give clear positioning, we're going to talk about that in a moment. So let's start and let's talk about, here also one more thing I want to tell you. Just going to the examples. Before going to examples, I'm going to tell you some things. Here you can see this is four bands. This is the 4-band criteria for IELTS and task response, and this is this, and here you can see grammatical range, in the criteria of grammatical range. So what they're saying subordinate clauses are rare, means complex sentences are very rare, and simple sentences predominate. Predominate means you're focusing on simple structures more rather than writing complex sentences. So if you are focusing too much on simple structure and Predominant means focusing too much, and if you're focusing too much on simple sentences and you're not writing subordinate clauses, so clearly you're not you're falling into this criteria of 4 bands rather than higher band scores. Simple sentences, again I'm emphasizing, simple sentences are written, so don't write too many simple sentences, otherwise you're gonna have less scores in grammatical range, and overall also your band scores will be affected. This is 25%, very important. This is 25%, this is 25%, and this is also 25%. So all of these things are important, so don't make too many mistakes. So going back to our previous topic, here you can see clear opinion. Your clear opinion is important. Let me clean this first for you. Here you can see clear opinion is required or presented. Fine, that is most important thing here. And now I'm going to give you examples for these clear opinions and how to write a clear opinion and everything else. So be with me. Here we go. Just give me a second. Let me clean it first for you, and then let me magnify it. Here we go. The center of our screen. Here we go. And now we can start. Okay, fine. So now we're going to talk about clear positioning, how to give clear and developed positioning for your writing task 2. So this is our question first. This is the question. Many people believe that countries should produce food for the whole population and import as little. So don't impose, they import, they say, food as possible. So that is the argument here. The argument is that countries should not produce, so they should produce food for the whole population. That is like homegrown food. They should eat homegrown food, not homegrown. Country grown means, so and locally produced, that you can say local production, anything like that. Okay, let's talk about our clear positioning. So here I think that that is impossible, to growing everything for the whole population in one country and not importing at all. Importation is very important. Import and export is is inevitable, is indispensable part of today's economy. So it's very important. Although it will be very beneficial if we produce a lot of local food and we eat a lot of local produce, it will be very beneficial. But I think importation is also important and kind of more practical. So yeah, let's see how to write an opinion for this. So for any introduction, we use this method, P-O-T, pot. P stands for paraphrase, O stands for opinion, and T stands for thesis. But here what I do is I give my opinion and thesis all together. So if you can see, this is my paraphrasing, but this yellow part where you can see here, this is O plus T, this is opinion plus thesis. So let's see what's my opinion is. So I try to use while here. You can see while this suggestion, the suggestion of not importing and producing everything at home or at home country, it can be justified on some grounds. So that's my opinion, that's my positioning, clear positioning, that this suggestion can be justified on some grounds. I personally take issue with it. So I am giving my opinion and thesis also. So while this suggestion can be justified, I personally take issue with it. I personally have problem with it. I don't like this statement that you should not import. In this day and age, importation exportation is so important. So that is my way of writing opinion, rather than saying this essay will discuss both views and this essay will be agreement disagreement or whatever many students write. That will be wrong. That I would say that wrong, yeah, because that will not fetch you good marks, good scores or good points. But these lines, and you can see while is a conjunction and this is a complex sentence, so a lot of things are happening here. But try to write your opinions using while, give clear positioning. Let's look at the next example. It will be more clearer. Here's the next example. You can see the question says society would benefit from ban on all kind of advertisement. Again, a question giving opinion or argument, ban on all advertisements, a very polarizing, one-sided opinion, ban all things, ban something, ban it all. So they're asking is, do you agree or disagree with this statement, ban all the things because these are not useful and can be damaging, and banning all. So if we think we can't ban all the advertisement, although many advertisement nowadays don't have any useful purpose and they are not doing any good, and on the other hand they are damaging, they are detrimental. These advertisements are very detrimental for society. Still we can't ban all the advertisement because there are many reasons for that also. How I will give this opinion, rather than writing I have a partial view and this and that, how I give a clear and detailed positioning. So here I can do with this file, same way. So you can say while this concern can be justifiable, like this banning and harmful advertisements are harmful, no useful, this can be justified, but I believe, now I'm giving my opinion here. Yeah, so I believe, my opinion, I believe that advertisements still play important role in informing the public. Therefore, not all advertisements should be or banned, whatever you can understand better. So here you can see, again I use this formula POT. This is my P, that is paraphrasing. This is my OT, opinion and thesis. Now examiner will fully understand that I will write, first of all I will write there how the view or the given opinion is justified, how we can say advertisement is harmful. But then my opinion is that advertisements still play important role, and therefore not all the advertisements can be or should be eliminated. What's the benefit of using this while? What is the benefit? I'll tell you. So I'm using while, it's a conjunction. I'm getting good scores in GR, grammatical range. I'm showing range, range. Then here I'm using a comma. Yeah, so it's two phrases. Complex, again good for grammar range. And I am giving a clear developed positioning opinion. Obviously I am going to get scores in task response because I am giving a clear opinion. And because using some words here, and it's organizational also, like I'm helping to understand the examiner is able to understand that first I will write concern, to justify the statement, then I'll write my own opinion and explain my own opinion. So I will get score for my lexical organization skills also. So OR, GR and TR is being compiled with only a single sentence using while when you give your opinion. So it's great. It's a great way. Fine. So today's webinar is all about getting your introduction right. Practice this while sentence with all type of questions. Even if there is a reason and solution essay, you can use it. Let me show you. Here, let me magnify it. I think that. Okay, so here you can see this was a reason and solution essay that majority of elderly's people avoid doing physical exercise, and they asking for reason and asking for solution. So first I used a paraphrasing tool. I paraphrased it, then I gave my opinion and thesis, that is my POT. Now you can see while this can be attributed, attribute means contributed, so this can be attributed to a high risk of injury and lack of supporting facilities. I am giving reasons, I am giving a clear clear and detailed and developed positioning that the reason can be attributed, the reason can be associated, connected with this high risk of injury, that's why old people do not exercise, and lack of supporting facilities, because for old people the facilities are very less. So this is my reasoning. While this is the reason, so that the problem can be attributed, the problem can be connected with this, the situation can be alleviated or solved or mitigated, whatever you want to write, by hiring a professional trainer and offering more opportunities to sports. So by hiring a professional trainer and offering more opportunities, this problem can be solved. I am very clear about my opinion that these are two reasons, these are two solutions, and I'm detailed, and everything is in detail. So that's important, everything is developed. So this method of using while to give opinion is so great, so great. Use it and practice it now. Okay, we are at the end of the webinar here. Just wait for 5 minutes. I'm going to give you some quick tips and quick information. So yeah, if you have any question about writing task 2, you can put your questions in your comment section, and I will tell you another way how paragraphs should be written, and then you can ask any question you want, like where to write your opinion, where to state the opinion, so like in which paragraph, different depends on different question types, how many paragraphs, how many days. You can ask me these questions in comment section. Last but not least, so these are our social platforms here. Let me change that. Yeah, so these are our social platforms. We have a WhatsApp group on this this number. You can join that. We post a lot of content over there, a lot of books, new books, reading, listening, everything is given over there. And then we have this Insta account, Young Girls. You can see our achievements and how we do things. And the last thing, this account, IELTS Learning Shots Daily. So this is the whole full name. Here this is a new page and I'm going to start it. I will post so many content in coming days to this page. So follow it, go and follow this page, and also subscribe YouTube channel, our YouTube channel here. You can join our WhatsApp group. Whatever your question you have, whatever problem you have, we give writing evaluations, we give one-on-one speaking classes also, online, offline, whatever you want, we are here to help you. So in speaking and reading, there are many videos going to come for reading. I'm going to start a reading challenge coming days, a reading challenge, a listening challenge, speaking marathons are coming, a lot of things are coming. Just be patient with us, be a part of this journey, and we will help you to score better in your IELTS. So this is it, guys, for today, and I hope you have learned something. And please like, subscribe, and follow us if you like this. Thank you whenever you're watching it.